going? It's Conrad Bautista here with my 2020 Camaro ZL1 Callaway Hertz Hendrick Motorsports 1 of 24. I'm 40 years old. I'm into cars. My first Camaro ever. I've owned Trans Ams in the past, and since they stopped producing them back in 2002, I had to pick this up instead, you know? So follow me along with my journey. What sparked my interest in cars, oh man, I want to say Knight Rider. Since I was a kid in the 80s, I'm from 83, there was a show, Knight Rider, kid, right? That was the coolest thing ever. He had a watch and the car was his buddy. They talked to each other. It was a Trans Am. So that sparked my interest in cars. Since I was a kid, I've always had anything to do with Trans Am attire, and I always had cars with me 24/7 and mimicking the noise with my mouth. So that's what sparked my interest in those dollar Hot Wheels. That did it. I'm hooked. This is again number 7 of the 24 ZL1s. They made 200 Camaro Super Sports, but that's what makes it unique. It is its own identity. It's number 7. I have 2 separate plaques, certificate of authenticity. That's what makes it unique. It's really, really rare to find them. So that's unique. My most memorable experience with this car has been the day I bought it. I bought it on a Bring a trailer, right? And I bought it without looking at the car. I never saw it physically. I just knew I had to have it. And I think the most memorable experience so far has to be when we flew out there, my wife and I, and we drove it back. We bought it from Chandler, Arizona, and it was a 5-hour drive back to SoCal. That has to be the most memorable. Another close second would be my 17-year-old daughter and I. We still go to the car shows, Cars and Coffees in the morning. On the way back home, we'll be blasting music. We'll be, windows down. You could hear the exhaust, the whine of the supercharger. These are memories that would always live in my mind forever. I mean, that's the whole point of having a nice car, right? Enjoy it, drive it, and experience nothing like it. Okay? And the most interesting place I've been to with my car so far has to be at a Cars and Coffee by the airport. But it's not where we went, it's how we got there, right? So I met up with a bunch of guys. I saw this flyer on Instagram for a pre-meet. So I decided to show up since it was very close to my house. So my daughter and I pulled up, and to my surprise, it was all Mustangs. I was the only Camaro there, okay? It was about like 30 or 40 different Shelbys, really nice Cobras, GT500s, GT350s, and they all saw me pull in this. They were like, what the hell is this guy doing here? So I kind of felt like I was behind enemy lines for a second, but it was an interesting drive. Nevertheless, I did bully a whole bunch of them, so that was fun. But that was definitely an interesting drive. Interesting place as well. It was a very nice setting, but the drive was awesome. That was just phenomenal. I recommend you guys bully some Mustangs as well. I get the question a lot, why the 24? Are you a big Kobe fanatic? I am, but it's not because of Kobe Bryant. Again, I mentioned Hendrick Motorsports. They're into NASCAR. They have this driver that replaced Jeff Gordon with the number 24. His name is William Byron. He was a rookie sensation. I'm not really into NASCAR, but I made my research. And this guy here, William Byron, he became so good at it. So Hertz decided to just go ahead and do like a tribute car to him, right? Producing number 24 on it everywhere and only producing 24 ZL1s. Hence why we have the 24 on the headrest with the driver's signature, William Byron. Also on the floor mats, you'll see it on the back. It has a trunk mat, and it's everywhere under the engine, by the engine bay. Also inside the doors, you're gonna see a yellow accent by Hendrick Motorsports. They actually made that match the stripes from the outside. So they did a little extra from the interior for this car. Aside from the carbon fiber that it has, aside from all the upgrades, which is like the heads-up display, you have the camera for the rear, you have memory seats, you have it all pretty much. This is a 2ZL package, what they call it. It's a fully loaded one, which is nice, and it has all the convenience of the Recaro seats. So these things are beautiful. So if you own a Camaro, I highly recommend do the switch or upgrade, pay the extra money just to get those Recaro seats. It just makes your ride a lot more comfortable. The Alcantara, sure, it's hard to clean and keep clean, but it's definitely worth it.